We're going to walk through 4 iterations of how we used to wire and how we wire today. Go through those iterations currently right now. So the first iteration that we used to do is we have a manual print. We have spools of wire. We have our panel that we need to work on. And the way we do it is we do it wire by wire. So we need 3 tools for that. We're gonna need cutters, strippers. We ferrule our wires here, so we need a ferruling tool. And then we also need a screwdriver to either detent it or release the wire. We also need a razor blade to be able to take the wire labels off and place them for the wire. And we're gonna go ahead and walk through one of those processes of the way that we used to do it. I'm identifying the wire right now. 109C. I have to find the source and destination, so I'm looking for the control relay number 1 or TB41, and I have to manually route it all the way around, referencing where I want to go, which is CR109 A1. Have a lot of motion grabbing the ferrules, placing the ferrule on there and then crimping. Then I need to be able to detent it into the termination by pushing it. And then that's one termination. Our goal is to get about 6 terminations in 2 minutes. And with that, that takes about 40 seconds per termination for a wire. So that's the first iteration that we have. We have multiple tools. We're gonna go ahead and try to speed that process up a little bit by combining these 2 tools into a cutter, a stripper, and a ferruler. And then maybe what we can do is I'm going back and forth, and when I make that termination, I have to check off my termination point. So maybe getting rid of the paper as the panels get bigger, it might become cumbersome. So we'll get rid of the paper and we will switch to digital up on the screen here so I can see it a little bit better, a little bit more ergonomic. So at this point here, I'm going to get rid of the ferrules as well. We still have to wire label it. We still have to manually look at what we're doing for our terminations here. But we'll see if this tool allows us to not over-process and excessive motion of grabbing extra tools. So same thing, I'm going to identify TB41. It's 109C, it's a red wire. So we're still running into issues with putting the wire labels on. We still have to ferrule. Find our source and destination, and our destination is CR109A1. Cut, strip, ferrule, and then label. Takes a lot of processing to line up the label, secure it, make sure it's not. And then now we can terminate the wire. And then digitally I can come up here and mark it off at each termination that I've terminated each side of that. So that's a progression in how we've evolved that process with tools from a manual side of it. Now what we're going to do is, I think what we need to do to improve this process is, it'd be nice if the wire links were already established and both ends of the wire were terminated, and then potentially the wire gives us the source and the destination of that point. So we're going to set this cell up to help us evolve that. So our next iteration that we have is we're using ePlan Smart Production. And at this point here, we're able to use a wire harness that's pre-made. It gives us our source and destination. It is ferruled on the end. And at this time, we won't have to utilize the wire labels because the wire is labeled every 3 to 4 inches on the wire itself. So as a technician, I can come up here and I can start with the wire that I need. It's the same termination. I'll find my bundle. A lot of sequence here. And we can see that the wires aren't necessarily in order in this scenario, but that's okay. I can grab the first one here, validate that I'm on 109C. It's telling me TB4 1A, so TB4 1A. And then I'm able to click this right away. And now it's telling me to go to CR109A1. And I'm able to click the other termination and it saves it for us. The added benefit of this is that it saves it in the software. So if I need to leave and do something for lunch or a break or go somewhere, my point of termination is already captured for someone else to observe. So I'll terminate this again as well. So we're on validating the ferrule size 109D, the wire number, the length is already determined, the gauge is right there. So I'm going to go CR109A2. And I'm going to terminate it at TB2 1B. And now I can mark off the termination point at that time. We still have a lot of over processing to do with the tape. Sometimes it's out of sequence. That could be because of the way we uploaded it or whatnot in that scenario. But let's go ahead and reset this and we'll see the fourth iteration of where we're at. Iteration for the way that we process our control wires at this time. We can come into our ePlan Smart Production and we have these assigned rail holders here. And so we can adjust the order for which rail we're utilizing. So as we could see here, I have my source and destination. It tells me the source and destination, the wire number, and also the color of the wire and the routing. So I'm going to terminate this at TB4 1A, and I'm able to come around to CR109A1. And I'm able to check off that status of that wire. Grab the next wire. I'm going to confirm that it's 109D. And then the source for that is CR109A2. And the destination for that wire is going to be TB2 1B. I can complete that wire off. As I'm able to work down this rail system, it works very well. So I got 114C, and then that source is going to be TB4 2A. And the destination is going to be CR114A1. And check the status off of that one. 114D, the source is CR114A2. The destination is TB2 1C. As I'm progressing through this, I'm able to verify the color, the gauge, the ferrule, and then the source for this one is TB5 1A. And the destination is CR10911. I'm able to check that off. The goal is to be able to do 6 terminations within 2 minutes, and we're definitely able to achieve that at this time. And the last remaining wire is wire 126, and the source for that is CR10914. The destination for that's going to be TB5 2A. With the fourth iteration of that, we could see that the continuous improvement has evolved very well for us